chemist's last experiment. The evidence you found in Cascadia and on HRS 1084 convinced Lilya Hagen that Dr. Ava Chartrand is at the center of an alien invasion conspiracy. She wants Chartrand killed for the good of humanity. Chartrand is a board-sponsored Chimerist, a scientist who manipulates the nucleus of plants and creatures from Earth to survive on colony worlds. Man, these houses.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time, but the oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Okay, laboratory unsealed.
Top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I'm the one asking the questions.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
Lilya Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Why would the board want you dead?
To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
Lilya runs a sublight salvage on Groundbreaker. Good boss, bit of a live wire.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
You've been to Cascadia and Station 1084. I know all of your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Sublight took over the lab. Human aquariums are probably just office decor.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
What were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
What crisis?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might
that has
not
been
realize
clear
it
from
yet,
the beginning.
but they're starving.
This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
What about the aliens?
Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
You burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Lilya sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
Indeed.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilya Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Work with Phineas Wells.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
What if I gave you 3 715 reasons? It's less work.
That'll do, sucker. Now move along.
I will certainly not. Well, that was that. I might head to the Groundbreaker to finish up those 2 quests.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Compass on a chain. What the fuck is that?
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
You look terrific.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go. Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. We'll get the kitchen back to you soonish, promise. I'm having the best time.
My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station should be run, and I had others. He was fond of saying, "You think Groundbreaker pays for itself? Someone's got to cover the bills," when I chafed against his deference to the board.
Sounds like he was afraid of him.
He was, and he was right to be. Didn't mean I had to like it.
Isn't this swell?
Oh, I should leave the ship. Well, we're not going to take her then. Oh, wait.
Is it done?
I'm not going to kill her.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience.
Completed the
As
sublike
your
quest lines.
employer,
Okay.
I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here?
You misunderstood her research. She's our best shot at survival.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
What a surprise. Seems we're no longer wanted here.
Okay. Spacer outfit.
Hey, look.
Spacer outfit.
Hello. How might I... My sincerest apologies, but I'm afraid I don't understand.
There's the other guy.
Other guy?
From Bedford.
Regretfully, that name doesn't ring a
They
bell.
just made him disappear.
Now, if you have nothing further, please...
Alright, I need a Spacer's outfit.
Is it?
What do you say?
My.
God, this...
What? No. Shit. How's the... have a look.
Glad to...
If you're... I've got...
I'm not quite sure what it will be called.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
Oh, my dog has to go. Right, we'll be back in a minute. I did look up what we need to buy because I didn't want to fucking run around forever.
Rizzo's lemon slap.
I just need to double check.
Itching.
Basically, different things you can buy. So this will work. Doesn't work. There. Okay, this thing apparently works as well. Lightweight Spacer's helmet, that's what it means. Lightweight deadly Spacer's wear. Yep. That's because it works. Okay, cool. Let's go back and talk to Parvati. Let's see here.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance.
You're adjusting before you pull.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and after a few minutes, she said, "Hey, do you have some new parts?" And I was like, "Nah, I used a new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
So you laid out the meal, brought you in and started the music?
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
So the meal went well. The dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
There you go. What about your disinterest in physical affection?
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
That sounds good.
I understand we have decided to continue. Supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yeah,
Welcome
I think
back, Cap. Goodbye.
Alright, we have some of that. Alright, let's do the beacons.
We are now in orbit above.
And I need to find the second beacon. It's there.